Damn, that fucking phone call really fucked me up, yo. Like, let's get it. Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome to the first episode of the Irresponsible Podcast. I am with my homie Chaz and my good
Oh,
friend Andrew. What's going on,
Hello.
guys?
It's going swell. Good day today. Good Monday.
Yeah, good.
right.
Good Monday. So first episode, kind of crazy. We've been planning this for a while. Like, it's been in the works for a while. I remember coming to you guys and just like asking you about this, and it's just like just moves in the making. Like, how you guys like feel about it? Like something new, right?
Yeah, I mean, I'm excited to be on the podcast. I've never really listened to podcasts before, except for this one time when my friend showed me this one podcast called like In the Night Vale or something like that. But I have like no other than that, I really have no other experience with podcasts, so I thought it'd be nice to try, and here we are, pretty excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Same thing about Chaz. I never listened to a podcast, never watched one, but I'm happy with what we're doing, and
Yeah.
we do a lot of progress from just an idea. It's
Yeah.
become big. It's actually happening. I think it's kind of crazy.
And I feel like that comes into the topic of what we're gonna be talking about. It's just like just trying new things, right? Like just because you never did it before doesn't mean you can't do it, right?
Yeah,
I
yeah.
feel like
A
we're
lot of
all
people
capable
are,
of doing it.
yeah, like a lot of people are afraid of the unknown. And I think that's a little tragic, because sometimes the unknown could be helpful. You never know. Like, yeah,
Mhm.
it's okay to fear some things that we don't know, but like, we are gifted really high intelligence, so it's up
Yeah.
to us to figure out what those things are.
Mhm.
Part of it is trying new things. So yeah,
Exactly. And I feel like using this platform, we're gonna like voice our opinions. We're gonna talk about certain things and really get into like depth of like just certain topics. So, and hopefully in
right.
the future we have like guests. We have like guest plans, and like I feel like the expectations and just like the vision that we have for this podcast is like pretty good.
Right, yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
We all agree that education is pretty important.
Mm.
By we may not be able to change the world individually, but if we are able to like educate others, maybe things could look up on a bright side. If people just know things, they understand it. Like
Yeah.
we're here to teach them stuff like that.
Mm. I
And it's
feel
an
like
open,
the my fault. My fault. You go.
yeah, it's like an open space. All ideas, decisions, everything's open here. Nothing,
Hmm.
no, nothing should be held back. Everybody has an opinion. Everybody has reasonings for stuff. It
Hmm.
should be all respected and
Yeah, I feel
talked.
that. I feel that.
Yeah.
So the main topic I wanted to touch on was just motivation, getting people to do things that's out of their comfort zone, things that I feel like people should try without caring about what others think, how others feel. And I know I've been through a lot of like I've been doing a lot of things that people wouldn't necessarily say like, oh, Ethan could do that, or Ethan you could do that. Like I just do what I want to do, not caring about who's gonna say this, who's gonna say that, or if they're gonna support me or not. Because at the end of the day, I'm doing something I that I want to do, and I feel like that's not. I feel like that's something not a lot of kids like our age is doing. They always want to follow the trends, want to follow this person because they're doing this. I feel like we should just do what we think is right. If it
Yeah,
makes you feel good at the end of the day, if you feel satisfied, you feel good, then you should go for it. Just do it.
I agree. Especially when you said the kids like to follow trends.
Hmm.
I think if we're gonna like, talk about motivation, we have to understand why kids are not motivated,
Hmm.
and like why people get unmotivated. You know what I'm saying? Like
Hmm.
like kids following trends. Like, yeah, I mean, we should motivate them to do other things. Look in different paths, different styles, different etc. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's supposed to be different. You can't just keep following everybody because everybody will be the same. Not everybody will be unique like we are. Everybody's unique in their own way.
exactly. And I just feel like just stepping out of your comfort zone. That's just a huge thing. and just setting your own trends, things like, in my opinion, different is normal. Different Being different is gonna set you out.
Yeah, I
I
see
feel like
that.
that's a new normal. Just being different. Like if you're, I don't like how people think that you should dress this certain way. You should be wearing this. You should be saying this. You should be acting a certain way. I feel like we're all different, and like not a lot of people appreciate just everyone being different, and like it's just something that I feel like we should all work on. Um, I know I came to you guys a while back, and I came to you with the idea of just doing the podcast. What made you guys like want to say like yes, like this is something that I want to do? Like,
Oh, well, I mean, I personally think I have great ideas, not to flatter myself or anything like that, but like I thought I could be helpful to
mhm,
like a team like this. So here we are. Trying
But
new things too,
yeah,
stepping out of my comfort zone. I never really did this
mhm,
before. So yeah.
yeah, same thing with chess, stepping out of my comfort zone. And I also want to kind of help people. Like people think if they think a certain way or they say a certain thing, that they're the only people that think like that and they're like stand out from a crowd. And
mhm,
sometimes people have the same ideas, some people have the same like way of thinking. Like motivation, something might motivate somebody, just as like waking up in the morning. I woke up early today and pushed me to do harder things at work and stuff like that.
mhm,
Or waking up and having a set goal instead
yeah,
of just free balling it.
mhm.
So what motivates both of you guys to like wake up in the morning? Keep it pushing.
Um, I'm gonna go first on this one because I feel like this is something that I feel like a lot of people should have this mindset. It's just knowing you have to have goals for yourself. You have to set things up for yourself, and just watching other people's lifestyle, and just like, even you could take your parents as example. Like I know for me, like I know growing up when I was younger, I know my mom had a good job. I could get things I wanted, and then unfortunately, a couple years ago, she got laid off. And just like the whole money situation was kind of tough. So what motivates me is just to go to school, get my degree. That's like the first thing. Get my degree. Make sure I have that degree under my belt. I have a job, full time job. I go to work, make some type of money. So that like just doing that. Once I hear that alarm go off, like I start my day. Like I can't like just complain about anything. I can't like just lay down in bed and just be like, oh, just feel bad for myself. Like in this world, you're gonna have to do things that you don't want to do. You're just gonna have to roll with it and just keep on moving. Don't let that like bring you down, or like just set you as a person. Like just keep on doing what you got to do. So I feel like that'll
So
motivate me.
like part of like your mom and their whole situation motivates you most likely.
Yeah, just because like one thing I always said, like I don't want to live like paycheck to paycheck, if you know what I mean.
Yeah,
Like
I
I
understand.
always want to like I want to branch out. Like I feel like having multiple sources of income is like
Pretty
something
important.
that pretty important. Like I
Right. Yeah, you
go to
can't put all
college,
your
I have a
eggs in one
degree.
basket. Yeah, I get
Like
that.
if I have a full time job, like say like 10 years down the road, if I have a full time job, right? I don't want to just be relying on that one paycheck. Like I want to like
Because anything can happen. Like this pandemic, a lot of people lost jobs. A lot of people weren't working for months. So
exactly.
anything
Like
helps.
I want to like one of my goals is like I want to get my real estate license. I want to
Yeah.
open up businesses. I want to own property. I want to flip houses. Like there's multiple things that you could do to just get money. Invest. You can invest. So like I just like there's multiple ways that you could just get money. That's what motivates me, and like that's what that I see growing up. Like you're not gonna have a set job forever. Like you never know what could happen. Like people lose things like that. People become homeless easily because they just don't like prepare themselves for the future. And I feel like that's what I also want to do. I want to prepare myself for the future, like not just for now, not just for the time that I'm living right now, but also when I'm 60, when I'm 70. You know.
I get you. You're thinking long term. I feel you. All
Exactly.
right.
That's why I have the mindset I have now. Like literally,
so you can be comfortable in the future.
Like I had to make the risk of maturing a little bit after high school, doing what I have to do because it's just like life. Not a lot of people our age is like prepared for it. They think that life is just fun and games and like you can just get away with stuff. Like no, it's not really like that. You have to actually like prepare yourself because like it could get scary. It could get real spooky like any second, and like you really have to be prepared. Like you really have to.
Yeah, I agree. But I take a different approach, like what you said, like what motivates me, and he's thinking long term. I'm also thinking long term, but I like at night when I lay in bed and I'm thinking before I fall asleep, and it's did I satisfy myself today? Did I
Mm,
do something out of my comfort zone? Did I push myself to do something and get better every single day? Or like I'll wake up, have a set goal, I want to do this today, and then I'll go to reach that goal or do even more.
hmm
So whether
And
it
I'm
be whether it be helping out my boss, whether it be doing the dishes, something, anything, just to know I did something different today and
mhm,
made myself more successful in the long run.
completely understand. I like that. I like that, Andrew. To switch it up real quick, being able to voice our opinions, I feel like that's a huge thing nowadays to voice your opinions. In, in my opinion, I don't think everyone should be able to voice your opinion, but that's how I feel because it's kind of getting too easy. Like you
Why
have
not?
apps like TikTok, because some people, if you like, I'll use TikTok for example. Um, it's become like a very toxic app. If you could see the things that people post, the things that people say,
Like what?
even if
Do you have like any like obviously like no don't make like
I
a
mean,
joke, but like an example?
I could go to body positivity. I could go to racism. I could go to literally just anything that will be a problem. Like canceling people. Like literally like anything that could literally affect you mentally, physically, emotionally. That's what that app is doing. It's just because people are being able to voice their opinion and people are like, it's like whoever has the worst and like hateful comment, that's the one that's
Winning,
like they
basically.
get the crown, like they're winning,
Yeah.
like they get the attention because they
Because
could
people
voice
think
their
it's
opinion.
funny,
I mean,
or
nowadays, yeah,
or not necessarily funny. Sorry, but like let's say you said the most hateful comment would get the crown. I don't really think that's true because like I mean I've been on TikTok. I mean, and these I'm like the bad sides of like TikTok. I think you're portraying like the toxic side. They're all over social media though. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Like, all other different platforms.
I
So
mean,
like
yeah, you can see it on
mainly I
Twitter.
disagree that everybody that I agree. I'm saying that like people everybody should be able to voice their opinion no matter who they are. You know what I'm saying? Stupid
I
of their
mean,
opinion or not. Like let's say they're stupid. We think their opinion is stupid. I think they should still be able to voice it. I mean, I mean, we understand. Like to us, we think it's stupid. So like,
mm,
why should their opinion affect our what we think? You
I
understand?
mean, there's levels to it. Like, and once it like it
Right.
comes
Like
down to
levels. So
just
like
like
people might.
the younger generation, they might think it's all like you don't want like our kids like growing up being toxic, being racist, being hateful, just
That's why.
because
That's
from the
why.
things that they see.
That's why we educate them. Right. We like for example. I'm not talking how to like raise children. Right. I'm just saying like you said like if kids are able or see these hateful comments and shit like that, um and they're gonna follow it, you know, we just teach them, we like, hey, you see this, right? This is
Mhm.
wrong. And then we would explain our reasons, blah blah blah, this is wrong because so and so. I just think if we educate people and like tell them this is wrong versus what's like, you know what I'm saying, like they
I
will
mean,
get less, toxicity. But I still think like that toxicity shit is going to be like all over, like we can never really get rid of it because it's just what people think or
Yeah.
people do. So
Like
like,
I mean, I see where you're coming from, but like, you ever heard of like the phrase "sticks and stones may break my bones, but words will never hurt me"?
yeah.
yeah. That's in
We
the
grew
song.
up. I feel like we grew up with that.
Hmm.
Younger
Like
generations, I don't feel like that's being even mention. Like they're getting kind of soft, but also to the point where they're soft, but also they know how to say meaning things because like it's just like you could just go back and forth. They could just go back and forth whenever without
Right,
any
but
consequences.
do they care? Like, I mean, yeah, I see your point,
It's not about
but
caring. It's just like there's things that shouldn't be said. Like there should be limits. There should
right,
be levels.
boundaries, right? Like lines to boundaries and stuff like that. I see what you mean.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I mean, we definitely can't stop that. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just a problem that we're gonna have to like work around.
Yeah, it's never gonna
Yeah,
stop.
It's never gonna go away.
What's it called? Some people take some of those comments. Like I see sometimes when I read on the TikTok comments, people will take those hateful things and turn them positive, and
Turn
that
into
will,
mhm,
jokes.
and they'll better themselves. Like
mhm,
that's the thing with like you're saying this generation, they'll just keep taking it or they'll dish it back, and it's not going nowhere. Some people will take hateful things that I said to them like, "Oh, your voice is annoying," and those people will work on their voice or like become singers or something, and just
mhm.
like they they don't take it as motivation anymore. They just take it as like this person's being an
Yeah,
asshole.
Mean.
So I'm gonna go back at them, be a bigger one, but it's
mhm.
not getting nowhere. But I like when people like, for example, I like when people hate on me because then they have lower expectations for me, and then I exceed those, and then it makes me look better, and I surprise people, and I surprise myself sometimes. So
Yeah, I like that. But back to like voice your opinion, I feel like yes, people should voice their opinion. I probably worded that wrong, but I feel like people voice their opinion, but then I like sometimes they're not educated on like the subject,
Right. So then we
if you
should
know what I mean.
educate them.
So yeah, oh, yeah. So as you know me so well, the phrase that I feel like that we came to agreement on is to live responsibly, irresponsible.
yeah,
Now, in like how like in your words, like how would you like explain that? We could all just go around and just like how to like explain that because I feel like as our audience will probably be confused or just want to know like in depth of like just what that means. I feel like we all have different meanings, obviously. So, what do you guys think?
Andrew, you want to go
um,
first?
yeah. Living responsibly irresponsible is like you're taking not only it's not like a responsible standpoint, it's like mature, immature, and then like you being able to live life. Like
Hmm.
I don't know how people like see life, but like to me, living life is doing anything that you want, anything
Taking risk.
you right, but like yeah, really taking risks and just like being doing stuff you like. So being
Hmm.
responsibly irresponsible, I'm taking credit for what I do. So if I do something stupid, I'm taking credit for it.
Hmm.
I did it. I'm not denying it. Then you have to live irresponsibly. Like you're gonna have to take those risks to like push yourself out of comfort zones. You're
Yeah.
gonna take that irresponsible thing and learn from that experience. A lot of like bad experiences, people know not to do it next time or they'll do better.
Hmm.
So living responsibly irresponsible is it's pretty good to live by. You know,
Yeah.
makes you a
Yeah.
better person, makes
I
you
feel like that's a
better.
good motto. We could live by that.
Yeah, you can make
Live by
yourself
it
feel
day
good
to
on
day.
the outside, inside, emotionally, mentally. It goes to everything, and it's just how you live your life. So that's
What
how
about you,
I take.
Chaz?
Nice points. Nice points. To me, it's like the responsible part is us doing our duties as humans, being responsible human beings.
Hmm.
You know, but you know, we have a life to live. We don't always have to be responsible all the time. Like obviously, like
Hmm.
there's responsibilities that we always have to take, but you know, we can be immature sometimes. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Mess around, do some things.
Hmm.
So, but as long as like our really important responsibilities are all right, our duties fine. You know,
Hmm.
I see no harm.
Yeah, and I feel like I live by that. Like I feel like after high school, I kind of try to rush things and try to like mature and just like break off into like just my own world and just do what I think is responsible. But deep down, if you really know me, I'm a funny guy. I like to do funny things. I like to joke around and stuff. So that's like my irresponsible side. Like I have that irresponsible side, but also I'm responsible. You know, like I could get serious when things really need to get like serious. I'm there. I'll like I'm there in a heartbeat. I'll be as serious as like I could be. So I feel like for that, just living responsibly, irresponsible. It's like drinking responsibly, literally. Like you could drink, but do it responsibly. So,
Yeah.
Exactly. You can have a little fun while still being responsible. You know, you can be a little responsible while still being
exactly,
responsible.
Yeah.
exactly.
You have the best of both.
Just gotta know when to stop. Yeah.
What else? You guys have any like questions? Any things you want to like just put out there?
Ah.
I don't want to seem like I'm like this only one like asking questions. I don't know. Up to you guys. Anything you want to talk about?
What's the meaning of life to you guys? Because like going back to what I was saying, like everybody has a different meaning on life. So like, what is it to you guys? What do you guys feel like when you're older and you be like, I live my life to the fullest, or like I'm proud of what I've done in my life, or like I shouldn't have done this in my life. Like, what is life to you guys?
I don't know. I've read so many things where it tries to explain the meaning of life. Like there have nihilists where they say there's meaning. Then there's life has no meaning. Blah blah blah. And there's like other people who are like, oh, you have to make your own meaning. I'm not exactly sure. Only thing I'm sure of is just that.
So are you
I
living your like right now? You're living your life how you would like it to be.
um right now I'm living my life in a way that test human, this kind of may sound weird, but like test human capability, because I find humans extraordinary. We can do so many things. We
Mm-hmm.
do this. We created cities, you know, out of everything. We went to the moon, you know. Like if you really think about it, we're the only ones doing this, you know. And people, and let's say somebody who's watching Earth, they see that that the civilization has created, you know, like we humans did this. If they ask us what is the meaning of like our purpose, we still have no really idea. So like people, there's more than one meaning of life to a different people. Like you said, like you ask different people, you're gonna get different answers.
Yeah.
I think that's extraordinary. I think that's crazy, because like we have no idea, so we have the freedom to do how we have the freedom to do how we see our life. You know, how we dictate our life, which
Yeah.
is crazy because some people don't understand that, and they let other things or other people dictate their life,
Or like
which I
their
think is a little sad.
right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I like that answer, Chaz. That was actually
But
a good answer.
the way I see it, I try and test my human capabilities every day by doing something like for example, I go to the gym and like I try and test my physical strength capabilities, blah blah blah, and to the limit, you know,
Yeah.
my intellectual to the limit, and et cetera, et cetera. Yeah, that's about it.
All right, I
Okay.
like that. For me, I just feel like life, you're gonna go through obstacles. You're gonna go through situations, you know, good or bad. You just gotta live it to the fullest. One thing I remember that people used to say, "Oh my god, I'm getting a phone call." Um, yeah, I got a fucking phone call. I forgot. Yeah, I literally. Yeah. Fuck, what was I gonna say? I'm here for a good time, not a long time.
Nice,
Like,
nice.
Yeah,
so
I like
I
that.
feel like, yo, just damn, that fucking phone call really fucked me up, yo. Like, just live your life. Do what you got to do. Like, have fun. You know, get your money. I'm not saying that money brings you happiness, but like, you know,
Yeah.
get your money up. You know, spend time with loved ones. You know, and push yourself to the limit. Like, you know, like get to know yourself. Really break yourself down as a person. Like, just go explore. Go see like the world as it is.
Yeah.
Like, not a lot of people understand that. Like, we live in America. Like, this is like the opportunities here are like, I wouldn't say endless, but like we have a lot of opportunities here where we should all be.
Nothing really holds you back.
Nothing
Just your
exactly.
health and what other people say that affect you hold you back. Yeah.
Hmm. So I feel like just live your life to the fullest. You know, here for a good time, not a long time. Do what you gotta do. That's how it is, you dig?
Now,
You feel me, home
another
skillet?
yeah, another thing. what is success to you guys? Like,
Shit.
I'm not saying like money, but like I know when I have a couple dollars in my pocket that I could spend, that
Hmm.
that makes me a little successful. Being happy with what I do, like going on with life, kind of makes me feel successful. Makes me, I feel like happiness is like, if you're successful, you're happy. Doesn't
Hmm.
matter what you're doing. You might have not the best paying job, but if you're doing what you like and you like what you're doing, that's kind of successful to me.
I will say, like, we're young. Like, I'm 19. I'm pretty sure Andrew, you're 19.
Yeah.
Chaz, you're 19.
Am I? Yeah.
No fucking- am I? Am I fucking? I don't even know. But
Forget.
I would count like I would say I'm successful right now. Like, look what we're doing. We're doing a podcast that we wanted to do.
Yeah.
That counts as a win in my book. That's successful. You know, I'm living. I'm able to wake up every day by the grace of God. That I'm successful. I'm already winning. I already won the day. Once I wake up, I already won. You feel me?
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
right now, I'm successful. I get to have a nice shelter over my head. You know, I got clothes. You know, I got great friends. I got a great family. And just judging by the person I become, I feel like I'm successful. It's only more to go. The sky's the limit. So I would count myself successful right now. And that doesn't mean having the fanciest cars, like the latest shoes that's out, having
Yeah.
newest systems, the like being good at a game, like having a certain amount of clout. That's not successful. Like literally, you have to think deeper than that. So I count myself successful right now. I'm winning. I'm pushing myself to the limit every day. Obviously, there's things that I could still work on and change. Like that's what life's about, changes. You know, so you have to change and like. But as of right now, I feel like just I'm successful right now. Like I can't really complain.
Yeah.
How do I put this? I think that question is pretty abstract. So, like, if you ask someone what does success mean, it's always going to be a different answer.
No.
And,
Yeah.
like, the different people you ask. So, like, when I don't know, when you ask me, I am not really sure what success is. And in the terms of now, I think would think of success as how much knowledge I've attained. So I think I'm doing pretty well. I'm in college, you know, obtaining a good amount of knowledge. If I have for successful in the future, I'm not really sure if it would ever change, but definitely not money. I would think about how uh how happy I am to live my life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying? If I did a good job making a life that a life that I'm proud living, I don't
Mhm.
mind. Like I don't want to like uh what's the word? You know, I don't want to end my life or anything because my life is bad, right? I think that's pretty successful. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Yeah.
I feel that. I feel that. Good
So
answer,
like
Chaz.
I feel success, like I know I could do more successful things, but like right now that I have a job, I'm making money, I'm saving my money, I have goals.
Exactly.
Um, I just feel successful, and like with
Mhm.
this podcast, when you asked us to do it, it was an idea, it was a thought. Then we started actually putting stuff into it, testing. Then we started coming up with ideas, and just kept coming together. And every day after those talks, it felt more successful. So
Mhm.
like right now, this is successful to me. This
Nice.
is we made successful to me is progress. If you make
Mhm.
progress every single day, you winning the day.
Yeah.
You're being successful every single day. And
Nice.
when you're older and everything, you could say, I had a successful life to me. I liked what
I
I
see
did,
that.
and I'm happy with everything I did.
All
There were
right.
bumps in the road, but I made it to my success.